Justin here. Chain Vapors. Today we're going to talk about rebuildables. I'm not going to build anything today. Today's just going to be an introduction of rebuildables and what they are and the people being scared, blowing themselves up, which is a real risk. If you don't know what you're doing, there are tons of tutorials, and I'm going to be posting tutorials, and I will be telling you everything you need to know. Let me put this in full screen so I can see myself here. Okay, that doesn't work. Hold on. Alright. I need some more light. Put that on the list. Alright. When you start with rebuildables here, let's say you're vaping on an Ego battery. Nice pressure. An Ego battery. Where do you go from there? I would not go to rebuildables. Why? You're vaping on an Ego battery. Now, if you've done your research and you want to go straight and dive in, you can go ahead at your own discretion. But I prefer not to. Now, there's nothing, there's no step you gotta take. You just gotta wait for it. The rebuildables. What are rebuildables? Rebuildables, I got right here. This is the Patron. Now, the rebuildable is this part right here. Just this part. Now, this is a mod we call a mechanical mod. This has no protection in it whatsoever. None. So if your coils that you build are to draw too much power from your battery, you got a pipe bomb here. You gotta know what you're doing. You gotta be careful. When I first got my first mech mod, my Centennial, I've shown it in another video. I was scared to death to use it. I had my Trident rebuildable here. I was vaping that on my VTR because the VTR and any other variable voltage, variable wattage device, light show, has battery protection, so it's not gonna blow up. There's no risk. Now, the downside to these, the battery protection, the VTR cuts off sub-ohm, which is vaping below 1 ohm. That's sub-ohm vaping. Now, if you, I think it vapes, I think I got the least I got to fire was 0.6. It read 0.6 and it still fired. That's fine. It's all good. You can vape on that all day if you want with your rebuildable. But the thing is, with the VTR, when you got to use a rebuildable, you have to either use the extension piece, or for the longest time, I was just sticking my long drip tip on there, and it was just coming out the top, and and it worked good. Very good actually. But then I just got the balls and started using my mech mod, which is my Centennial, the one I was using. Then I decided to upgrade to this one, which is the Galileo by Smoke. Is SMOK. I think it's Smoke Tech. I guess it's just an abbreviation. It might be, might not. But the most important is your battery. Your battery is the most important thing. Alright. Your battery, you want something that has a 30 amp pole. I mean, that runs 30 amp continuous. Otherwise, it's not safe if you're sub-ohming. Now, if you're just building, like, 2.0 ohm coils, this does not apply to you. This applies to anything below 1 ohm. 1 ohm and, below 1 ohm, that's where it gets dangerous. The lower you go, the more it's going to pull on that battery. And these batteries aren't made to do this. Now, if somebody came out with a battery that was perfect for, just pulling on that battery, I mean, sub-ohm vaping wouldn't be, everybody be doing it because it's safe. But right now, it's just not safe. Now, I'm not saying you need to turn away from it and not try it. If you're gonna do it, you need to try at a higher ohms, which you're gonna make more wraps around the coil for your coil. See, these are your coils. Black things right there. Those are your coils, and that is cotton wick. And just fire it up. See your glow red? Glows from the inside out. Rip trippers. Alright. What you need to rebuild is, first off, you need an ohm meter. This is really important. Before you put your rebuildable on your mech mod, besides building it, you can build it on your mech mod. You need to put it in here and test it. Make sure it reads. Make sure you don't have too low, not really, really low, that you're not comfortable with. You don't want that. And you can also make a little adjustments on your coils while it's on this and while it's on, so you can tweak it to where you want it to be. You can tighten those coils up. Now, for wicks, I use organic cotton. Bought this at Walgreens. I don't even know how much I paid for it. Probably about $3. 80 counts. This will last me a year. This, I don't boil it. I've never tasted anything bad out of this cotton. This is from Walgreens Studio Beauty. Organic cotton balls. 80 count. This will last forever. You don't even use this much. Lasts forever. Let's see how long I run in here. I'm gonna have to cut this video off right here. Part 2 will be right up.